Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video. This is a bit of breaking news video because we have just gotten the cover card and the first ever Ritual Pendulum monster ever in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And of course, this cover card is for the set coming out in the OCG, Dimension Force. And the Ritual Pendulum monster that we got is an Odd Eyes Dragon monster, a gorgeous Odd Eyes Dragon monster. My lord, where was this 5 years ago when we needed the Ritual Dimension to show up in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5? Obviously, I'm kidding, but you give us another beautiful Odd Eyes Ritual Dragon alongside Gravity, which is already a beautiful Ritual Odd Eyes. And man, oh man, it just makes me wish that Rituals were more utilized in that show. And my goodness, was the wait worth it. This is Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon, a level 7 light attribute dragon ritual pendulum monster. That's right, this can be summoned via ritual summoning, and it can be summoned via pendulum summoning. Now, this is a scale 4 monster if you are going to set it in the pendulum scale. And let's just take a second to appreciate its design. There are some beautifully designed Odd Eyes monsters. This might be one of my favorites. The gold encrusted wings and skin that this dragon has alongside the different color jewels that are protruding from the center of its wings and the center of its body is breathtaking. If someone called me tonight and showed me this monster and said this was a divine attribute Odd Eyes monster, I'd probably believe them. This gives off like divine vibes just in the artwork alone. I can't fanboy enough how beautiful I think this card looks, and the fact that this is the first ever Ritual Pendulum monster I think is very fitting, and I think this card is very worthy of that title. So if you're going to use it in the Pendulum Zone, this is its Pendulum effect. You can use the first Pendulum effect with this card's name only once per turn. During the end phase, you can add one ritual spell from your deck or grave to your hand, then return this card to the hand. Obviously, the ritual spell that you are going to most likely be adding is Odd Eyes Advent. Now, Odd Eyes Advent is a ritual Odd Eyes spell. If you have a deck where you run Gravity Dragon and Odd Eyes Advent, you just throw this card in because this is another play that you have if you want to use Odd Eyes Advent for a ritual summon. And if you use this pendulum effect during your next turn, you should be able to make that play to get this monster onto the field. Now, if you get Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon onto the field, here are its monster effects. Well, it must be either pendulum summoned from the hand or ritual summoned. That's quite obvious. The first effect: each time your opponent special summons from the extra deck, inflict 300 damage to them. So if you're going up against a deck that maybe utilizes some link spam or utilizes a lot of extra deck play, you might be able to burn into that life point counter pretty quickly. Or maybe this is an end game play and your opponent only has 500 life points left. You basically lock them out of the extra deck when you summon this monster. Now, granted, that's very situational, but who knows? Maybe you'll be in a situation where that is super useful. The probably better effect is the second one. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell card or spell effect as a quick effect, you can place this card in your Pendulum Zone, and if you do, negate that opponent's effect. Then, if this card was ritual summoned before being placed in the Pendulum Zone, you can special summon one Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck. So what I really like about this is you can more easily summon it, of course, with the pendulum mechanic, but if you go the extra mile to ritual summon it, you get that extra effect where you can summon an Odd Eyes monster from your extra deck, and I think that is really, really cool. It kind of incentivizes players to go for the ritual summon of this card using Odd Eyes Advent rather than just pendulum summon it. So all in all, gorgeous monster, and man, oh man, if they ever did anything with Arc 5 post, Arc 5 actually being over, which is never going to happen, they have to explore the ritual dimension. That to me is the one area of the show that I really just wish they delved into. Now, obviously, a ritual dimension never existed, or at least it was never disclosed to the viewers that it existed. It was something that we would always meme about and joke around about, but wow, when you see this monster alongside Odd Eyes Gravity Dragon, you Man, you can only imagine the things that they could have done with Yugioh getting a monster like this. But Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon, absolutely beautiful. We are getting a couple more Performapal monsters as well that were revealed. Performapal Gentrude is this Dracula vampire-looking monster with a spell book. It looks pretty cool. It's a scale 8 monster. We're also getting Performapal Lady Ange, which is just kind of a cute fairy singing. It actually looks like a monster that Roman, the current leading girl in Sevens, would use. And that is a scale 1 monster. So scale 1, scale 8. Those two cards could definitely have some pretty good synergy between them. We have a spell card, Extra Pendulum, and we have a trap card called Pendulum Scale. I'm not going to go over these 4 cards. I really just wanted to focus on the pied de resistance of this reveal, and that is, of course, Odd Eyes Pendulum Graph Dragon. But guys, let me know what you think of this Odd Eyes monster, this brand new Odd Eyes monster. Is this your favorite Odd Eyes Dragon of the ones that Yugioh has not used? I'm talking Gravity, Vortex, Meteor Burst. There's a lot of really beautiful Odd Eyes that Yugioh did not use throughout Arc 5. This is easily a top 5 Odd Eyes for me. I mean, I cannot rave about this monster enough. But let me know what you think of our first ever Ritual Pendulum down below in the comment section. Very excited to hear from all of you about that. Thank you all so much for watching. And a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, and Jarrett Buller, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Fasty, and Erick Avila, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, MegaWill and Ccapacappuuu. Thank you so much to everyone who supports me on Patreon. I cannot tell you how much it means to me, and I highly recommend you check out my Patreon. It is a link down below. There are a lot of really, really cool perks that you can get if you sign up to be a Patreon and if you want to go that extra mile to support this YouTube channel. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. I stream on Twitch, I am on Twitter, and I am on Instagram. The links for all those will be down below in the description. Once again, thank you so much for watching my video. Let me know your thoughts on this monster down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.